Breaking news. Biden's comparison of Putin to Hamas, according to Russia, is totally unacceptable. On Friday, Russia criticized President Biden for his comparison of Russian President Vladimir Putin to the Palestinian terrorist group Hamas, calling his comments from last night's primetime speech unacceptable and hardly suitable for responsible heads of state, as reported by RT. After Vice President Joe Biden said on Thursday that the assault on Israel echoes nearly 20 months of war, tragedy, and brutality inflicted on the people of Ukraine, people that have been very badly hurt since Putin launched his all-out invasion, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov reportedly responded with the above comments, as reported by Reuters. "We have not forgotten the thousands upon thousands of Ukrainian children who were kidnapped by the Russians and taken against their will to be raised in Russia. That's just gross. Although Hamas and Putin pose different dangers, they both have this in common. According to Biden, their shared goal is the total destruction of a neighboring democratic state. Total and complete destruction," Biden went on. "The destruction of Israel and the murder of Jewish people, as Hamas stated raison d'etre. The Palestinian people are not represented by Hamas. Palestinian families are suffering greatly as a result of Hamas's use of civilians as human shields. Putin, meanwhile, claims Ukraine never was or is a sovereign nation. He says the Ukraine was founded by the Soviet Union." Peskov stated Friday that in Russia, such rhetoric is hardly suitable for responsible heads of state, and such rhetoric can hardly be acceptable for us. "We do not accept such a tone towards the Russian Federation and towards our president," according to Reuters. During his Thursday speech, Biden added, "History has taught us that when terrorists don't pay a price for their terror, when dictators don't pay a price for their aggression, they cause more chaos, death, and destruction. They keep going. And the cost and danger to the world only increase." Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, RFE, RL, journalist Anna Politkovskaya, who is half Russian and half American, was detained in Russia and accused of not having registered as a foreign agent a few days ago. On Friday, a Russian court ruled to keep her in custody for at least 3 more days. Alsu Kurmasheva, a journalist for the US-based media outlet Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, RFE, RL, was recently accused of failing to live up to the requirements of her registration as a foreign agent. Investigators requested his detention, which was extended by a court in Kazan, Russia's Tatarstan region. Kurmasheva faces a possible 5-year prison sentence. A second American journalist, Kurmasheva, has been arrested in Russia. Putin plans to visit North Korea in search of new military alliances despite international condemnation. See also, Putin to visit North Korea in search of armed allies. There is no organized campaign targeting American citizens in Russia. U.S. citizens who break the law will face appropriate measures, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said, emphasizing that the Russian presidency is not overseeing the case. The French newspaper Le Figaro reports that the journalist is being investigated for failing to register in the country, despite the fact that she works to recoger intencionadamente informaciones relativas en actividades militares that could be detrimental para la seguridad de Rusia. This foreign agent status imposes stringent administrative restrictions on the parties involved, such as limiting their ability to manage their own finances and requiring that they note their status in all public communications, including on social media.